This one really seems to have come out of left field. Parents and educators I've spoken today said they really didn't see this coming, especially the day after the Ford government started an extended winter break. Now, this is what we know about the TDSB so far. This is, of course, a school board that is under government supervision. They sidelined trustees and appointed a supervisor to essentially get finances back on track at the board. Rohit Gupta has been in the role for about 6 months, and this morning he announced he was firing the TDSB's Director of Education, Clayton Touche. In a letter to staff, he wrote he feels the TDSB needs a fresh start to succeed, adding, with that in mind and after much consideration, he, together with the Minister of Education, made the difficult decision to make a leadership change. This follows a similar pattern to what happened in Ottawa last month. The Director of Education there was also abruptly replaced. Here's some reaction from parents and union leaders.
We don't need fresh starts. We actually need funding in our publicly funded education system. That would be a fresh start for me as a parent. The funding is, under by $6.3 billion. So how can you have a fresh start if you don't have money for a fresh start? That to me doesn't compute. So if he wants to do his math again, he can maybe figure out where he can find the money for $6.3 billion.
This has just been a pattern across the boards that the government has taken over. So it comes as no surprise. It is absolutely shocking to me that the government just yesterday announced that they were going to suspend the winter session of the legislature in order to not be held accountable. And then the very next day, they turn around and fire the director of the Toronto District School Board.
The Associate Director of Education, Stacey Zucker, will take the role on in the interim. By the way, the Education Minister's office says this is all about refocusing on student achievement. We'll have much more on this tonight at 5 and 6. Michelle.